Hi, I'm Madeleine Albertson. I am an artist based out of Sandpoint, Idaho. I have grown into this from working retail to marketing, branding, photography, and now I part-time do ranch hand work. I grew up partly on my family's ranch, and I grew up in town with my mom, so I kind of had the urban and rural lifestyle mix, which really plays in the role of my art that I create and just kind of my style of functionality as well as like structured or clean modern. I was at my mom's house in town and she always had all the art supplies, like really a lot of hands-on, like explorative, I would say, childhood with her. At the ranch, it was just really cool to be hands-on with animals, and it was like going to do the chores with dad, or like my brother and I were running around in the woods and playing with clay, and my dad's like, if you get lost, just follow a cow trail home or to someone's house. And I think that really gave confidence in a way for, I would say, in my art or in my work now, more freedom to just explore and mess it up and start over. And then same with mom. She's like, paint wherever, as you can see, paint wherever, try it out. There was just loads of arts and crafts everywhere. Like, school was never my thing. I was like, I want to be creative. I did graduate a semester early in high school, and that was when like traveling started. And that's a huge part too, what plays in the role of like absorbing different cultures and being inspired. I had 4-H money because I grew up doing 4-H and steer, and I didn't go to college. My grandparents gave us all a college fund, which I put into traveling. I was like, this is how I want to learn. I want to travel. I want to go to museums. I want to go shark diving, parasailing, all the different things. So photography moved into full-time being an artist. I started in the boutiques, and then I went to, okay, this is what I'm opening my studio on. It pays the bills. I really love branding for people. And then at a point I got so drained of I can't create digitally anymore. And I think though from photography, it's also set up my eye for capturing things for painting, how I like to stage things. So that's when I had my friend do an art show for Art Walk the year before, and they reached out if my space wanted to be a part of it again. And I was like, I really want to paint. And I had a week, and I painted 4 large-scale pieces, and that was where I'm like, this is what I want to do. My art is flooding more into Western contemporary pop. I do large-scale acrylic paintings, but it's always been less about the subject and more of the feeling and the act of being free to create what I want. It's very layered, textural, and mixed media. So growing up on a ranch, transitioning into helping out on another ranch has been really cool. They have a larger scale of production than we do, so that's been really cool to see, and like the effort that goes into it, to where the ranch is so special because you're just going out to typically no cell service, and all it is working with the land and the animals and the people you work with. It's a part of me that I grew up with that has been expressed a lot more, and the urban side is more like the color palettes or the techniques I'm doing, and then the subjects is that rural side and also what I'm absorbing working on the ranch. I don't think I have a pinpoint style because I have so many roles. I would say the Western feel is blending in now, and I think that has to do with a lot of the vintage wares or functionality. So it is like hardier, more durable clothing, as well as like a kitten heel. My first piece is my 501s. I love them for their 100% cotton durability. I got these at a vintage shop, which I think adds the character of the worn in from the previous owner, as well as showing the durability and quality of them being able to be wearable today. My second piece is a thermal. I enjoy these pieces for layering as well as warmth, but I think the waffle knit adds a really cool texture, as well as like I roll up my sleeves and have these popping out and they've just accumulated paint, dirt, all the things, but it's the complete go-to base layer. This is my Wrangler shirt I got at my friend's vintage pop-up. It was one of a few pieces he got from this old farmer, which I'm obsessed with. It's oversized, worn, and it just shows that through hard work, it's still here for me to enjoy. And I think the collar adds the best detail. So these are my Crocodile Dan posts. I mean, honestly, it's the texture on these ones that I went for. I've really dove more into wearing leather boots. They've been practical for what I've been doing, as well as chic. This is a new piece I'm so excited to have in my wardrobe. It's the Smith & Rogue 777 Puffy. I have been waiting for one of these. I am super stoked. I like how lightweight it is. It's good layering under my coveralls and practical for all the shenanigans. Fishing, ranching, camping, everything. Okay, these are my Smith & Rogue coveralls. This was a Christmas gift from my brother-in-law, and I was beyond excited to get them because I was looking for a coverall for just the ranch work and midnight cow check. And we have all the stains. You got iodine, ivermectin, you got cow poo, you got all the things. What I was really excited about getting these coveralls is the quilting specifically. The only thing I have to do on my own ranch typically is midnight cow check. So when we do have a big snow season, having something for warmth and easy to put on is ideal. These are my Danner work boots. So the Danners have been amazing for the comfortability, as well as easy to put on. I like an easy throw on for working on the ranch. I was really attracted to the leather and knowing that they're gonna break in and be soft for working in. Next are my Berne coveralls. I'm known to collect coveralls because for the studio it's just easy to throw on. Also, it's a one and done deal when it comes to an outfit. These are a newer pair of mine. I like the ease of not having a rag when I'm painting, and I can just brush off excess, or when I'm switching colors but want a little pigment left. So I just throw it on and it's good to go. Comfortable, practical, and I just think it's fun. Okay, last here I have my Carhartt. I love my Carhartt for the sense of it's kind of streetwear. It's really in right now, but it's practical. I wear this on the ranch job. My friends actually cropped this one, so it's like boxier. In general, I love my Carhartt coat because of the canvas and the durability. Also, it's like as you work in it, it just kind of absorbs the oils or the dirt, and I think it adds a story to it, as well as it's lightweight but really warm. I take this with me a lot when I'm filming the Baja races in Mexico, and it's great for when that desert chill hits. I love the clothes that I chose because functionality, durability, fit, and practicality. When you live so far out of town, you kind of have to be able to flip a dime and go to all the different things, and all these pieces kind of fit that. You can be in town, out on the ranch, checking cows, down to an art show.